Lionel Messi has missed half the MLS season. Should he be MVP? In a development that will only come as a shock to newborns and extraterrestrials, Lionel Messi's MLS performances have been absolutely stellar this season. He has been a key part of the Inter Miami team at the top of the standings, has produced all manner of goals and assists, and has generally lived up to the hype every time he has stepped on the field. It's slightly more surprising that if his spectacular run ends with winning MLS's Most Valuable Player award MVP, it would be unprecedented in North American men's sports and nearly unheard of in the most famous domestic men's leagues in Europe, with one very notable exception. Time of writing, Messi ranks 5th in the MLS goal-scoring leaderboard with 17 and 6th in assists with 11, giving him 28 total goal contributions, good for 3rd in the league. Those numbers are solid but hardly the stuff of a no-doubt MVP. And they aren't notable by Messi's astronomical standards. That is, until you consider that he has achieved those numbers in just 18 appearances. That low total is due to a long layoff after an ankle injury suffered during the Copa America, which kept him sidelined for months. Messi's total number of appearances will finalize at 19, assuming he plays in the regular season finale on Saturday. He may add some goals and assists in that last game before the playoffs, but it's unlikely he'll finish the season leading the league in those categories. On a per 90-minute basis, though, Messi is leading the league in goals, assists, and the combination of the two. He is also overperforming the expected versions of those statistics according to FBref. In other words, he is finishing difficult chances at a high rate and consistently delivering assists to his teammates in unlikely situations. These rough per-game numbers stand out even in the context of Messi's glittering career. The only 2 domestic league seasons in which he boasted more goal contributions per 90 minutes than 2024 are 2 from his peak at Barcelona 2011-12, in which he notched 66 goal contributions in 37 games for an average of 1.94 per 90, and the following season, where he contributed 57 goals plus assists for an average of 1.82. With Inter Miami this season, Messi is hitting just as Barcelona and PSG. Inter Miami are reaping the benefits, clinching the Supporters' Shield for the best regular season record in the league a few weeks ago. With a win in Saturday's finale, Miami would set a new MLS record for points in a single season. There are plenty of other solid candidates for the 2024 MLS MVP, though. Cucho Hernandez has been the attacking talisman for the Columbus Crew, as has Luciano Acosta for an FC Cincinnati side that looks much different than it did a year ago. Christian Bentique will almost certainly win the Golden Boot, which automatically puts him in the MVP conversation. LAFC's Denis Bouanga has been as devastating on the dribble as he is in front of goal, and Messi's teammate Luis Suarez has also been instrumental in Miami's success with his team leading for now goal tally. Can a player really be the most valuable in the whole league if his team performs almost exactly as well without him as they do with him, as is the case with Miami and Messi? Wouldn't Bentique's 23 goals be considered more valuable, considering they make up an astonishing 44% of DC United's total? That's the highest such percentage in the league. Bouanga is second with 32% of LAFC's goals. Where would FC Cincy be without Acosta pulling the strings at number 10, or the Crew without Cucho's clutch goals? In North America, MVP awards have not historically been won on per-game stats. Rather, they recognize a body of work over as much of a full season as possible. If Messi finishes with 19 appearances in 2024, he will have appeared in just 55% of Inter Miami's games. Were he to win MVP, it would be by far the lowest percentage of games appeared in by an MVP in the history of North American men's major leagues. Argentina. Lionel Messi out of Argentina squad for upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Argentina have named their squad for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers in September. The reigning world champions face Chile and Colombia as they look to maintain their lead at the top of the CONMEBOL standings. They will have to do so, though, without Lionel Messi, who is out of the 28-man squad because of injury. Midfielder Enzo Fernandez is called up, though, as is new Atletico de Madrid striker Julian Alvarez. Ballon d'Or 2024. Lionel Messi names his top favorite. He deserves it more than anyone. Following the match between Argentina and Bolivia, where Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick, the Pulga was asked about the Ballon d'Or 2024. The 2022 champion has named his favorite for this edition, which is set to take place on October 28 in Paris. In a statement to TNT Sport, Lionel Messi publicly backed his compatriot Lautaro Martinez to win the Ballon d'Or 2024. According to Messi, the Inter Milan forward has had a spectacular season and deserves the prestigious trophy more than anyone else. Martinez truly shone, especially during the Copa America, where he not only became champion but also finished as the competition's top scorer. An admiring Messi stated, "He had a spectacular year, he scored a goal in the final, he was the top scorer of the Copa America, he deserves the Ballon d'Or more than anyone. I hope Martinez wins the Ballon d'Or, he deserves it more than anyone. If it doesn't come for him now, I am sure this award will come for him later," the world champion shared. Read also football, a major change expected for the 2024 Ballon d'Or. Read also live, legislative elections APR and PDS explain themselves to Senegalese with Taku Walu Senegal. Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? Arda Güler. Mesut Ozil puts Real Madrid wonder kid ahead of GOATs. Real Madrid. A. Güler. El Messi. C. Ronaldo. Former Germany international Mesut Ozil has picked Real Madrid wonderkid Arda Güler as his favorite player. Mesut Ozil enjoyed a successful spell with Real Madrid between 2010 and 2013, before leaving the club for Arsenal, and he still has fond memories of his time at the Santiago Bernabéu, keeping a close eye on the performances of one player at the club in particular. During a press moment that was published on social media, the former midfielder was asked who he would pick between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, who was his teammate at Real Madrid. However, his answer was possibly somewhat surprising as he picked neither of the two greats and went for a surprise third option instead, Arda Güler. While Güler is not a regular starter for Carlo Ancelotti, having started only 3 of the 11 matches of the current season, he is a key figure for the Turkish national team and recently scored one of the goals in the victory over Iceland in the UEFA Nations League. When signing for Real Madrid a year ago, in July 2023, Güler acknowledged that his football idol is Mesut Ozil, who already had words of praise for the left-footed youngster back then too. "I can think of a better number 10 than me and I hope God protects him." Arda Güler. The untold details of Lionel Messi's Barcelona debut know how it happened. It has been 2 decades since Lionel Messi first appeared for Barcelona, marking his debut on matchday 7 of the 2004-2005 La Liga season. Recently, Sports shared an intriguing story that gives us a look into how Messi's long-awaited debut came about behind the scenes.